Now, this week's topic took me a while to wrap my head around because it goes against everything we've been taught by our parents, our teachers, movies, books, or cartoons, and that is to do one thing and be the best at whatever it is we do. But it turns out that the world doesn't quite work that way. If you think about it, it actually makes sense. In music, the singers who have the greatest range or best control over their voices are usually not the richest or most famous. And this notion that being the best at your craft isn't really enough holds true for pretty much everyone, like actors, directors, cooks, and of course, artists. And this revelation might make you uncomfortable, but I can assure you that it's ultimately a good thing. Just hear me out. There might have been times when, while browsing artwork on the internet, you come across an artist who does work for a company like Blizzard or Wizards of the Coast, and their work is average at best compared to those of other artists working on the same job. And you probably ask yourself, how is it that these guys got the job, since they aren't quite at the level the IP is known for? Now, we'd all be quick to blame luck or them living in the right place. But the truth is usually much simpler. These artists often have other skills that help them to get to where they are. Imagine for a moment if the artist from the example met the art director in person at a convention or event and had a really likable personality. Or maybe they went old-fashioned by sending a beautifully crafted cover letter that immediately separates them from the boring artist looking for job emails that the art director gets every day. Or maybe the artist asked for a favor and got a well-known artist friend to vouch for them. All of these are valid ways of getting the job. Imagine that improving your artistic skills was this cycle. Most of us spend all of our time trying to make this cycle bigger and bigger, and we feel that if we are not where we want to be with our art, it's because our art isn't good enough. But there are a few artists out there who realize that having other skills can make you grow faster. This can be core skills like animation, writing, business, or filmmaking, or soft skills which exist to complement your core skills like how to be confident, how to communicate with clients, or how to manage social media. Focusing on our craft is something every artist obsesses over, and I'd admit there is something quite sexy about the idea of locking yourself up in a room and ignore all distractions such as friends, family, or love, and work on becoming the best. Trust me, I spent 377 days straight indoors working on art, but let's leave that for another episode. While that amount of focus might seem like a sure way to improve, it only hurts our abilities in the long term. If there is one thing to take away from all of this, it is the following. Only fellow artists in the immediate industry care about perfect anatomy, lighting, or composition. The viewers and fans really can't tell the difference. This is why comics like The Oatmeal or Cyanide and Happiness are so popular, despite having what we can all agree is lackluster artwork. They really don't need it. The creators have other skills like humor and good writing to compensate. The first time I made this realization, I rejected it as hard as I could. I, like everyone else, am still learning every single day, and admitting this meant that all the hard work I was putting into becoming a better artist and improving my skills didn't really mean much. But I was looking at it all wrong. Pursuing different skills and then combining it into something new and unique is not only the way of the future, but was also a powerful force during the Renaissance and the Age of Enlightenment. The epitome of this way of thinking was Leonardo da Vinci, an artist who has some of the most famous paintings of all time, like the Mona Lisa or The Last Supper. But did you know that he was also an inventor? a sculptor, an architect, a scientist, a musician, a mathematician, an engineer, a writer, an anatomist, a geologist, an astronomer, a botanist, a historian, a cartographer. I think you get the point. You see, becoming a great artist is not a realistic goal because it is ultimately unachievable. And we have to accept and be comfortable with the fact that we are running a marathon with no finish line. So spend time improving at your craft, but never to the exclusion of other skills. You'll be surprised to find out just how helpful and valuable those other skills are in the future. I'm stylesosunde and this has been ARTFLOW. And remember, eat, sleep, art. Bye.
I do it for the love, yes I do. So you don't care about the